So Thumb United is a brand that sells hoodies with zipper pockets or utilitarian apparel, if you will. And getting right into it, the pop-ups. So they have a 15% off pop-up. Looks like they're requiring email. I'll go ahead and enter my email and see if it requires SMS or if they're asking any other information. So it shows me the code right on the screen, and it's pretty easy to just copy. I like how it's not making me open a welcome series email to get that code, right? A lot of the times that that happens, it's because the email marketing agency wants to be able to take credit for email attributed revenue by inflating the revenue that's coming through the welcome series, and that's being considered generative revenue. But a majority of those sales probably would have happened anyway if they would have just put the code right on the screen. And when you make people leave the website to open up an email to use that code, I'm just not a fan of making people leave the place where they pay you money to access that offer. So as for their sign up form process, I would say the only thing I would do differently is ask them a few questions about why they're shopping. What do they like about hoodies? What do do they own utilitarian apparel? Do they own clothes? Do they typically shop for clothing with zipper pockets? What matters most to them in their clothing? These are all data points that could be collected as qualitative feedback that you can compare with quantitative post-purchase outcomes. Connect the pre-purchase qualitative data with post-purchase quantitative data, and you can begin to see why some people are converting at a statistically higher rate than others, which is obviously good for marketing. You could take those higher converting data sets to build ads and format your product pages. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at a product page. All right, the Franklin hoodie, $134 for a hoodie. That's a steep price for a hoodie, but it does look like it's high quality. It is pretty cool that they have like the zip pockets and the YKK zipper, as the kids call it, which I guess is like the you can zip it either way. I don't Yeah, it's like a two-way zipper, so that's pretty cool. This website's awesome. I think the fact that they have like these videos that with like the graphics and they're showing the product being used, absolutely fantastic. This is actually precisely what so many product pages are missing. They don't have videos, they don't show the product in action. Good job. I really like that they're doing this. The use of bullet points to explain like the main selling points, great stuff. I love that. Great pictures, great creative, unbelievable testimonials. They're contextual reviews, great high quality images. The only thing I guess I would like to see differently from the reviews perspective is having like a searchable element. I like when a lot of the brands have the searchable reviews. So if there's like a specific keyword that you're looking to search for, you can just type that into the reviews and see what other people have to say about it. So this product page has information directly on the product page about shipping and how to care for the product. I really like how it's not making someone like search for this in about section or the FAQs page. It's just right front and center, right on the product page. Again, don't make people leave the place where they pay you to get information that's required for them to consider a first-time purchase. If someone's a return customer, they already know these things are going to come right to the product page and check out. And that's why you should always speak to people on product pages as if they're a first-time visitor. It would be cool to have a video that's from the founder explaining why the product was made. This brand, they're kind of built on the principle about being more present and not using phones so much. And so, given the fact that it's built on that lifestyle appeal, or maybe not lifestyle, but but about something that's important to a group of people. And so, for that reason, I think it would work really well to have like a message from the founder or someone who works at Thumb United and have them talking about the products and why they're made and what type of mission they are on with the brand. I like how they have the size chart directly here on the product page. Yeah, overall, just I really do like these product pages. I think they're incredible. I guess what's a little bit ironic, and this isn't a critique by any means, but I do find it a little bit ironic that the brand is built on spending less time on phones and being more present, yet a good amount of the people who discover this product for the first time are going to do so because they're on their phones and they see a social media ad or they see it in some other content where it's featured. This is a direct-to-consumer brand. As far as I know, I've never seen these sold in stores. Maybe they do sell in select retailers or something, but yeah, I do find that a little bit ironic, and I'd be curious to know what the team or what the owner has to say about that, and how they compartmentalize that paradox. But in any case, I think this is a great website. I really do. So moving right along to a go-to-market strategy brainstorming. So for this product, they're selling hoodies that have utilitarian like zipper pockets and hidden components that's good for like carrying your stuff. It matters because, like I said earlier, it's like the lifestyle or something that's important to that target demographic. To spend less time on phones, making the right choice about when and where to use our phones. So it's important because it's a high quality piece of clothing, no doubt. It looks, at least it looks like it. It's got great reviews, but also it's taking that appeal to lifestyle angle where it's something that's important to people. And so, as for the main reasons that people buy these products, it's probably to reify their own desire to be a part of that priority, to be present and not be glued to your phones all the time like many of my generation is, right? And so aside from that, one of the reasons might be utility. People shopping for that element of utility in their clothing where they have like hidden pockets and they don't have to maybe wear a bag or a fanny pack or stuff their pockets full. So it could be that. Another reason could be it could be a great gift. This is the type of product that would be a great gift. Supporting a cause could be one of the reasons people buy. They donate some of their profits to groups that teach and inspire individuals and students. Um, Balance their life and reduce the amount of time they spend on the phone. I wish I was more confident in that mission. That just seems like such a futile effort these days. But anyway, that's not why I'm making this video, I guess. So what's really tough as far as like the market for these types of products, and maybe I'm wrong, but to me it just seems like it's tough to get people who are like into fashion and style to care about spending over $100 on a hoodie when they can go to Shein and Temu and wreak havoc on the earth and get all their fashion style staples in a matter of days at a very low cost, mind you. And so yeah, I really have a hard time understanding like how a brand like this could break through. I'm not going to pretend like I have like a great strategy here. I'd really be open to hearing like other marketers like what they would say about this, how they would look to go to market. Um, all I can think of is really finding influencers that talk about like not only style and fashion, but also influencers that talk about like mindfulness. Maybe try to sponsor them or seed them with product, have them talk about it on a podcast or something. Um, Other than that, I'm really, to be honest, I'm struggling to think of like other strategies that would apply. I think apparel in general is really tough. Like I said, there's direct from manufacturer brands like Shein and Temu who are selling for pennies on the dollar relative to competitors. And I just feel like consumers as a whole we're not quite there yet to where consumers care about this sort of thing. Like I said, like the paradox, even with this brand, is that everyone's gonna find this brand because they're on their phone, but the whole branding is don't be on your phone. And so I don't know. I would really like to know if this brand is maybe sold in like select retailers or how they're partnering or co-marketing with other like-minded companies who maybe don't necessarily sell competing products, but maybe support similar visions or missions. Yeah, I'd be really curious to know. So yeah, as far as unconventional go-to-market strategy, I'm a bit at a loss for this one, aside from the idea of just building lists of people who run podcasts, newsletters, or content creators who talk about style and fashion and or mindfulness and spending less time on phones and being more intentional with the way that our devices are used. So that's what comes to mind. And if anyone has any other ideas, let me know.